was talking about internet dating earlier. I recently, and I apologize to you ladies ahead of time, some of my material might be a little woman bashing because I just got to have a really, really horrible breakup. All right, so I'm a little sour towards women right now. So I'm just saying, you know, like I said, I'm available. If you get your birthday, if you want to upgrade, baby, what's up? Let's do this. But like Eddie said, you know, I was also doing the whole internet dating thing, and this is how my dating career is going so far. Yesterday, I got an email with a rejection letter from eHarmony. Yeah. Apparently, a website full of desperate single people said, I'm not good enough to be part of their little community. Well, what they did is they explained to me in the email that there are test questions. Okay, you have to fill out 138 questions for your profile to go live. All right? So basically, halfway through, I was questioning if I was ready for a committed relationship because I couldn't even commit to filling out my fucking profile. You know what I mean? But they tell you what questions you failed, and apparently I failed question 14, which was, what is the most attractive thing you find in a woman? My answer was, my dick. Apparently they don't want the truth. I tried to be truthful, for God's sake. But Jesus Christ, what is going on, you know? And I tried all the websites too. You know, I mean, I tried them all. I tried eHarmony. I tried like Farmers Only, where black people meet. You know, J-Date. You know, because I dated a Jewish girl before. But then, you know, it's been a long time since I've been around. I thought, well, if I date a Jewish woman, like, how am I going to get a hold of her? Because, like, they don't have any numbers anymore. But I thought, you know, I wasn't good with the first Jewish relationship with a Jewish woman, you know. And I thought maybe that was just me, and I thought, you know, why not try again, right? If the first you succeed, right? If first you don't succeed, try again, you know. And I thought to myself, you know, if anyone should have taken that to heart, it was the Germans. That's a Holocaust joke, people. Too soon? Too soon for that? Really? But, you know, they have the filters on these internet dating sites. And I don't think they go far enough with the filters. You know, I don't know, if you guys have done internet dating, you know what I'm talking about. Like, you can pick, like, body type, you know, like thin, a few extra pounds, average, whatever. You can pick age range, you can do all this kind of stuff, you know. But as you can tell by looking at me, I don't exercise a lot, right? So I think they should take those filters a little further. And you should be able to pick handicaps. Now hear me out. Okay, hear me out. It might be a little twisted. Okay, now you can pick someone that's paraplegic. You know, or I wouldn't personally want quadriplegic because I would want a hand job now. So that wouldn't go. But a paraplegic would be kind of cool, you know? It'd be like, babe, what do you want to do today? Just lay around the house. Perfect. This relationship is working out wonderful already. You know? And the thing is though, is they have all these speaking of these filters, the other thing is now you have the trans women getting onto these sites. You know what I mean? Which I have nothing against trans people. If that's their choice and that's what makes them happy, God bless them. You know, that's up to them. But there should be some disclaimer on the dating websites. You know what I mean? Because I mean, like, that's faux pussy. Like that's not real pussy. That's faux pussy. You know what I'm saying? Like you can take tofu and turn it into a turkey. Okay, just because it looks like a turkey don't mean it's going to taste like turkey. You know what I'm saying? So it can look like a pussy, but I don't know if it tastes like pussy. I'm not going to try and find out. I'm just saying that they should put a disclaimer on there. That's all I'm saying. That's it. That's all I want to say, you know. And then the other thing I can't stand is ladies, you lie to us men all the time. Whether you know us or not, you lie to us. like on the pictures on these websites, they have the filters now. You know how you can take all the imperfections out and make yourself look really beautiful and everything? These filters are going overboard, right? Like the other night, I went on this date, and online, this woman, like, she looked beautiful, right? She looked like Megan Fox. I mean, hot. I get to the door to pick her up, and Rosie O'Donnell opens the door. I'm like, hello, what? You know? And so I thought maybe that was just like catfish and just like, you know, that this one time, you know, so I tried it again. And it went out with this other girl, and she looked like, what's her name? Oh my God, I can't think right now. Oh, like Rihanna, right? Looked like Rihanna. I thought, man, this I'm having good luck, you know? So I'm at the restaurant, and she knew what I looked like, so I sent a picture, and this woman sits down across from me. I'm expecting Rihanna. Fucking Whoopi Goldberg sits there. I was like, who the fuck are you? These filters, and see, ladies, and even in real life, like everybody has like, you know, blemishes and their skin's not perfect and stuff. But see, you ladies lie to us. You know what I'm saying? You lie. You want to hide the real you, right? And when you want to hide the real you, and you got something to cover up, what do you use? Concealer. Right? You're right. You're on the right track. You start with concealer to hide all that shit, right? Now you've hidden all the imperfections. You've hidden all that stuff. Now you got to start building your lie. And what is any good lie built on? A good foundation. Yeah, see? Yeah, I figured you guys out. I figured this is a code that you ladies use. I've broken that code. So you conceal it, then you put that foundation on so you can start building that lie. And sometimes you get a little crack in that foundation. What do you gotta do? A little bit more concealer. A little bit more, and then you start painting on the lie. You start painting on that lie, man. Fake eyelashes. You get that roller from Home Depot and put them eyebrows on and shit. You know, you do a little eye makeup, you put a little eyeliner to make those eyes pop, little blush and all that stuff, you know. You got fake eyelashes, fake eyebrows, you got fake tits, sometimes get an ass lift, you got the spandex or Spanx or whatever the hell it is. You're alive from top to bottom. And some of you ladies got the nerve to say, I want a real man? Shit. I'm telling you, some of you ladies are like, you know what I need? You know what I need? I need a man. I need a man with money and a big dick. I'm like, no, bitch, you need a job and a tighter pussy. Okay, that's what you need. Okay, let's be real here. They told you it was going to get inappropriate, people. Oh, I'm telling you, I'm trying to be on my best behavior because there's young people here. This is me being good. Holy shit, I'll tell you. Oh my God. By the way, that reminds me, I almost fell off the stage. I'm totally sober. You guys drinking up? Yeah? I used to drink up, but I was alcoholic now, you know, sober 234 days. Not in a row. So far tonight, I guess, since I was 14. They were going to have drink specials today. We were talking about it before the show. They wanted to do White Russians, and I was like, Russia? Really? Fuck Russia. You know what I'm saying? I said, let's do some White Ukrainians. And they said, if we do White Ukrainians, everybody will be bombed. Oh, stop it. You laughed at the tight pussy and that's gone too far? Okay, I just want to know where the line is here. That's all I'm talking about. That's all I want to know. Oh, I'm telling you. And then you ladies, you ladies. You get mad at us for the stupidest reasons. We stare at your tits, you get mad. But I'll tell you what, some advice. We'll stop staring at your tits, okay, if you stop taking selfies like this. If you keep taking, of course we're going to look at your tits, and we see that in the picture, that's what we're concentrating on. We meet you in person, we want to make sure that it, you know, the merchandise is there. Our bartender has no problem with that. That's now, if I was in a shipwreck, I'd want her as a girlfriend, because that's some buoyancy right there. That was some big tits. some big. She goes to pull up her pants. Well, boom! Slaps her in the face. It's like, holy shit! Man, I'm telling you. Oh my God! I'm sorry, honey. I'm sorry. See? Yeah, it says Bud Light. There ain't nothing light about those bad boys. I'm telling you what. They're good 5-7 pounds a piece. I mean, holy shit. Yeah, about that? Damn. We'll talk after the show. I was going to go to the water park tomorrow. I might have to try those out. Oh, but man, I'll tell you. I knew I had a drinking problem because, like New Year's resolutions, Eddie was talking about New Year's resolutions. Anybody make New Year's resolutions anymore? No? How come? They're stupid, and you can't keep them, right? Yeah, okay. Well, see, that was my problem. I made New Year's resolutions, and I could never keep them, so I just stopped doing it. And then actually, Eddie, a couple of years ago, he was like, Gio, what you're doing is you're setting the bar too high. He's like, you got to set some resolutions that you can keep. You know, it'll make it easier for you because you'll keep them longer. And I thought, that's a good idea. And so last year, I made 3 New Year's resolutions that I have kept to this day. So I'm going on 15 months, and I've kept these 3 New Year's resolutions. You want to know what they are?
Yes.
All right. Stop working out.
Yes.
Okay, eat what I want, and jack off when I feel like it. I kept them for 15 months. I'm telling you, it's been amazing. As a matter of fact, excuse me for a minute. No, I'm okay. No, I'm just kidding. I was thinking about the anal beads. Got me a little excited. But I knew I had a drinking problem because I got a DUI. Anybody else have a DUI? Yeah? She's pointing up. Nope, him. You got really? It's a terrible thing, man. It's a lot of money. What happened was I borrowed Eddie's car last time I was here, and he listens to some shitty music. Eddie does. Holy shit! I had changed the station, and I was listening to Eminem, right? And then I hit one of his presets, and I went to Sade, you know. And I was like, what the fuck? And I was loaded. I mean, loaded. And I couldn't figure out what button to hit, so I leaned down to turn it back, and when I sat up, I had to swerve to avoid hitting a tree. I know, it turned out to be his air freshener. Oh, damn. Try going to Orange County Court and explaining that to a judge, and leaving with some dignity, man. It ain't gonna happen. Oh, I'm telling you, it's ridiculous. So, I don't drink that much. Oh, I should say I don't drink at all anymore. I really am sober. But I do smoke. I'm from Colorado, as they said. I flew in here to do this show. Yeah. I love Colorado because, do we got weed smokers in the house? I knew it! I knew it by looking at you guys that you were some weed smokers. See, if you were in Denver, I could tell because I could smell it because it's legal, because, you know, everybody walks around smelling like weed in Denver. But I love Colorado because it was one of the first states to legalize medical marijuana in the country, right? Which is awesome. And then they legalized it for recreational use, one of the first states. So I love Colorado because if there's anybody here that knows the Bible, Colorado has finally interpreted the Bible correctly. Okay? Now you're looking at me a little confused. Don't worry, I'm gonna help you out here, okay? The Bible says, because we legalized weed for recreational, and then they also legalized gay marriage, which to me shouldn't be a problem with anybody because it has nothing to do with you. It's those people's choice. Let them do it if that's what makes them happy. That's what I'm saying. Right? Exactly. Now, they legalized gay marriage and they legalized weed, and you're thinking to yourself, what does that have to do with the Bible, right? But let me quote the Bible. The Bible says, if a man shall lie with a man, he shall be stoned. See? I'm telling you. We interpreted the Bible correctly. You know, but speaking of religion, like Catholic religion, anybody else a recovering Catholic? I'm a recovering Catholic. Yeah, I was raised Irish Catholic. I just can't get over the whole, you know, with the whole priest, you know, with the little kids and everything. Because they don't do anything. When a priest gets reported for doing inappropriate behavior with minors, they don't do anything about it, right? They just take the priest and they move him to a church with uglier kids. And they think that will solve the problem. But see, now they've created a game called Hide the Pedophile Priest. And in turn, the altar boys, whether they like it or not, have to play a game called Father Fellatio Found Me. You see, so I can't get through that whole thing, man. The whole church, I can't do it. But yeah, weed. And see, in Colorado, when they legalized weed, for different purposes, we have a 420 rally. Do you guys know what that is? Yeah. Okay. We had a 420 rally the first year, and what that is for people who don't know, it's a rally held on April 20th around the country, and it's everything marijuana and cannabis. Products made from it, whether it's clothing, whatever, plus the THC and the edibles, everything. It's a great thing. Bands play, the whole works. Well, in Denver, there was a shooting at the 420 rally, right? All the politicians that were against legalizing weed couldn't wait to get in front of the camera, and they were like, do you see? That's the kind of violence you get when you legalize marijuana. And I was like, are you high, dude? Like, seriously, are you high? Because that is the kind of violence you get when you let a crackhead into a weed rally. Okay? The only violence anyone who smokes weed is going to do is killing a bag of Doritos, man. That is it. That's it, right? And even if they're sitting there on the couch and they get the thought like, hey man, Sam owes me $20. I'm going to go kick his ass. If they're able to get up off the couch, which would be a feat in and of itself, by the time they walk across the room to the front door, they're going to be like, where's that going? And they're going to look back and go, oh shit, South Park's on TV. As long as you got South Park on TV, weed, and something to munch on, that is the happiest demographic of anybody you're going to meet. I guarantee it. I'm telling you. What's that? So now you see it? Smoking like a true pothead right over there. Right there. You might find yourself at 7-Eleven at 3 in the morning eating one of their hot dogs, huh? It's been sitting on that like roller of death. You're not that bad. I know, it's disgusting. What's that? Taco Bell. Oh my God, that's the only time Taco Bell's good is when you're shit-faced. That's it. I think if they broke down their business, it would be like noon, 2 a.m. That's like all their business right there, Taco Bell. Oh man, that place, I'll tell you. And you know, I used to do a lot of different drugs. Anybody do psychedelics? Mushrooms, acid, anything like that? Yeah, a few people. Do you get flashbacks? Or as I like to call them, freebies. Yeah. You know, I wish that would happen with other drugs like Viagra. You know what I mean? You just be walking down the street and all of a sudden, whoa! You know? I don't know. It happens at the most inopportune times when you get flashbacks. You know what I mean? That's why I'm glad that I don't have a regular job anymore. Does anybody watch the Winter Olympics? Yeah. Why do they have it anymore? You know, other than other people say to make white people, you know, feel like they're involved in sports still, but other than like, because when it comes to NFL and the NBA, the only thing that white people are involved in is ownership and management. That's fucking it, man. That is it. But like Olympics, like especially like the Summer Olympics, 17 days to watch maybe 3 or 4 real sports. You know what I mean? Like bowling, like ping pong. Ping pong's in the Olympics. Like seriously, ping pong is in the Summer Olympics. I'm like, are you kidding me? And they had, just this last year, they had a press conference with the president of the International Olympic Committee. And do you remember when they had softball and baseball in the Olympics? Remember that? He was asked, why don't they bring it back and why did they get rid of it? And he said, and I quote, because it wasn't athletic enough.
What?
Yes, that's what I said. In the same press conference, he said the new test sport in the 2024 Summer Olympics is going to be bowling. Look it up. All right? Now I'm thinking bowling. Okay? I want you guys to picture in your mind, okay? I want you to close your eyes for a second. Picture in your mind an Olympic athlete. What you think an Olympic athlete looks like. Okay? You guys got that picture? Okay? Did anybody in any stretch of the imagination picture this? If you look like this and you can be in the Olympics, people, that shit is not a sport, it's a game. Okay? Now I wonder what their practice regimen looks like. You know what I mean? I think it looks something like this. Oh, I'm up. Oh shit. Okay, if that's the practice regimen, you will see this badass in the 2024 Olympics. I guarantee it. So, before I told you about my girl and I breaking up, we did move in together at one point, and right after she moved in, I went through a sex change. No, I did. She moved in and the sex changed. It went to nothing. Like, wow, really? I know, it was terrible. It was terrible. It was 3.5 minutes a night I had to fill. But she was getting ready for her birthday one night, right? She was turning 40, and we're getting ready to go out to dinner. And she's getting ready. And she's looking in the mirror and she's like, oh my God, look at this. She's like, my eyes, these wrinkles. She's like, I'm gonna need Botox. And she's like, Gio, my jeans are getting tight, I'm getting fat. And she's just like berating herself, you know. And I don't know about you, but I don't think well on my feet, right? And she turns to me and she goes, aren't you gonna say something nice about me? And I was like, your eyesight's perfect. And I slept on the couch that night. I still don't know what I did wrong. You know, I gave her a compliment, I get in trouble. But I went to her because, ladies, you guys are impossible to shop for. Guys, we're stupid, all right? We know jewelry, we know flowers, we know candy. That's about it. You know, I would say lingerie, but that's for us more than it is for you. So I went to her, and I wanted to make her happy. It was her 40th birthday. I said, babe, look, just tell me what you want. Please just tell me what you want so I can get you what you want, and we're going to have a great night. And she says, you know, I really don't care what you get me as long as it comes from the heart. And she said, but I would really like to tell all my friends that you went to Jared. Okay? So I did. Got her a Subway gift card. And I got her a $25 card. That's 5 footlongs, people. I fed her for a week. I thought it was pretty nice, but again, I didn't do the right thing. I was all wrong. You know? And then she decided to tell me on her birthday that she was bisexual. You know? I got excited, maybe a little too excited. And I thought to myself, finally, some girl-on-girl action, and I don't have to use my computer. This is going to be awesome, you know? I was tired of the viruses. And she's like, Gio, calm down. She goes, what I mean by that is you have to buy me shit for me to be sexual. So that was the beginning and the end of that relationship. Because I'm a comedian and I don't make that kind of money. Oh. And then she would yell at me all the time. And I'm going to take a poll right here between the men and the women. She would yell at me and she'd say, you know, Gio, it's really frustrating that you never invite me to any of your shows. And I said, what are you talking about? I said, I told you you're welcome at any of my shows anytime. And she said, that's not an invitation. Now, ladies, is that an invitation?
Yes.
It is?
Yes.
Thank you. I would like you, I wish I was still together. I would have you call her right now. She said, that's not an invitation. I said, well, what's an invitation? And she said, it would be nice if you were to say, babe, I would like you to come tonight to Bloodhound Brew to hang out and watch my show. I said, that's the same thing. That's what I said. And she said, no. And she goes, I guess it's true what they say. And I was like, well, what do they say? Don't ever do that in an argument, by the way. And she doesn't like my sarcasm. That was not one of the traits she liked. She says, well, it means men are for Mars and women for Venus. I'm like, what does that mean? And she goes, it means men speak Martian and women speak Venetian. And I was like, well, then you better get Rosetta Stone, bitch, because that's the only way this relationship's going to work. Okay? Because I don't understand you at all. Oh, my God, I'm telling you. And the other thing that used to drive me crazy, and ladies, take heed to this, please. It'll save you so many arguments. You need to learn the word succinct. Okay? Meaning of the word succinct, okay? Because my girl, when she would tell stories, holy shit, right? Now, a guy tells a story. What's your name, sir?
Yeah.
What is it?
Doug.
Doug?
Yeah.
And what's your name?
Susan.
Susan. So if Susan asks Doug, what are you doing tonight, Doug? Doug says, me and Gio are going to go to Bloodhound Brew. We're going to watch some football, have a few beers, right? You got who, what, when, where, why, boom, done, 10 seconds, it's done, right? You ask a woman, honey, what are you doing today? She's like, oh, do you remember that leather skirt I had with the shoes with the bedazzled on it? And I bought that cashmere sweater that I wore to the Super Bowl party? You know, the one over at Doug's place. Not Doug that I work with, the Doug with the Corvette. And you wanted that 5-layer dip recipe that his wife does because you were just like so enthralled with that and you told me I had to get it. And then you yelled at me during the Super Bowl because we were talking during the game, even though I was trying to get that recipe for you. And then I was like eating it and Susan bumped into me because she's a little bit of a boozer. And she caused me to spill all that dip on my cashmere sweater and I was crying all the way home. And you couldn't believe I was crying just over a little stain on the dress and I was just like so mortified and I took it to the cleaners. Well, guess what? They got the stain out and I'm going to pick it up today. Ladies, by the end of that, your man is like, and it's not that we don't care, it's we have the attention span of a gnat. Seriously, we have the attention span of a gnat. Isn't that correct? Yes. Unless it's sports, if it's Sports Center on, we can watch for hours. Right? We can go without sleep to watch Sports Center. But tell you, I want to talk about a couple of things real quick. To be serious, I'm a comedian and I talk shit. And I talk shit about a lot of different things. You know what I mean? A lot of different people, a lot of different nationalities. And I want to say that the one thing that I can't stand is hatred. And when somebody hates another person based on the color of their skin or the shape of their eyes or whatever, that is the most ignorant shit I think there is in the entire world. It's just fucking stupid. And with that being said, I was lucky enough to be born on the winning team. But but no, I'm serious. We got so many different, like even here tonight, we got so many different kinds of people. And there's so many different types of people in the world. We have Muslim people, we have black people, white people, Hispanic people, Indian people. You know, and what is the key word in all of those? It's people. That's what we are. We need to show love. You know what I mean? I miss the days when we could talk shit to each other about the differences, but we'd all laugh. You remember that? You just laugh. And everybody gets mad and gets pissed off and gets violent, and it's not cool, man. It's not cool. We need more laughter. Now, with that being said, let's talk shit about some people. Now, some people who don't feel welcome in this country because of what happened 9/11 and what have you, still 20 years later, are the Muslims, okay? Now, what we need to do to make the Muslims feel a little bit more comfortable, okay, and make them feel as part of the fabric of this country, I got you, okay, I got you. This is what we're going to do. The top 100 biggest mosques in the country, okay, we're going to put next to them, we're going to put a sex shop and a lingerie shop called You Mecca Me Hot. Okay? And then on the other side, we're going to put in a bar called Mohammed. Okay? Where their motto is, Allah have another one. Why should they not enjoy being bombed for once in a while? I mean, the Muslims have had it tough. Let's make them part of this country, okay? And then also, does anybody, mostly women, I'm not being sexist, watch the vampire shows, movies? Yes? Right? What I want to know is, when did these vampires become so 90210 and so hot? You know what I'm saying? Like, vampires have always been sexual, but they've been dark, and mysterious and stuff. And they're trying to tell you they're these, big buff 90210, and they're taking it too far. They're trying to tell you that there were black vampires. All right? Gio's here to tell you in history there's never been a black vampire, and I can prove it. I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, Gio, what about Count Chocula? Okay. Okay, I hate to break this to you, he's Puerto Rican, okay? He might have been Haitian on his dad's side, I'm not really sure. But he's not black, okay? And you will never, ever find a black vampire, because you can never get black guys to drink blood. I mean, you won't, because you can barely get them to eat pussy. I'm just saying they got the big dick, but they don't like to lick. That's all I'm trying to say, okay? That's all I'm trying to say, so, And then our, political climate's gotten crazy, right? It's gotten totally crazy. But people don't look at how far we've come in our political arena, okay? We had Barack Obama in office, right? Very first African American in the White House, right? Granted, still a black man in government housing. And that shit's subsidized too, people. We had before that, just a few presidents before that, we had our very first same-sex couple in the White House, the Clintons. I used to sit up at night wondering who wore the pants in that family, and then I realized Bill was never in his. So it was crazy, man. I'm telling you, it's just things have gotten out of hand. But I'll tell you, I'm gonna leave you with this, some personal stuff, and then after I tell you this story, I want to bring Eddie back up, and I want to bring Greg back up, because what we're gonna do is have a question and answer session with you guys. If you want to know what it's like being on the road, or what Gabriel Iglesias is like to work with, or what it's like to tour, or anything, we'll answer all those questions. We'll tell you some funny stories, that type of thing. But my girl and I like to watch documentaries, okay? And I used to never like to wear a condom, ever. And then we saw this documentary that only 1 in 4 pregnancies end in miscarriage. I didn't like those odds, so I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna start wearing a condom, right? And I put my condom on the last time we had sex during the day, which was a mistake, because my dick looked like a fat chick in skinny jeans. And I don't mean that in a good way, people. I mean like the fat chicks you see at Walmart that are wearing spandex, so you see the hail damage, and then they got a shirt that's 3 sizes too small, so they got like this muffin top, and then they got a bra that's 4 sizes too small, so instead of back boobs, or instead of shoulder blades, they got back boobs. And the front of the shirt says drop food, not bombs, and you're thinking, if anybody needs to drop food, it's you fat dumb as shit. That's the kind of fat chick in skinny jeans. Not a sexy look. Let's bring back, thank you guys very much. I've been Jiovani.